Hi there, it's Elizabeth here. I thought I'd share a product that's new to me today. I'm going to be using the Naturally Aged paint system Fine Wood from Tattered Angels. I haven't used this system before, so I'm really looking forward to trying it out. In it, you get 4 1/8 pots of all the products that you need to create the naturally aged fine wood. Full instructions, so we're going to follow those today. And we're going to work on one of the architecture's paper artboards, a 6-inch square. I think that must be one of my favourite sizes to work on. It's just a real nice size if you're working on cardstock making cards, or if you're making a little bit of art for the wall. It's not too big a daunting size. So let's see where we go. With the instructions, pour a small amount of the mercury glass onto your non-stick surface, having made sure that everything is mixed up first of all. So I'm going to pop a very small amount onto there. We can always add some more into that if it's not enough. I'm going to pop the lid back on. It's really warm here in Wales. I'm based in the UK and we are having our summer this week. Probably over by weekend, but it's here this week. So I've scrunched up a clean paper towel, I've picked up some mercury glass, and I'm going to drag this along in long sweeping motions. I'm going to bring it across the project to create a soft, smooth wood grain finish. I think actually I'd like a little bit more on there. Some actually soaks into the paper towel, so it's a good idea doing a little test first of all. There's a gorgeous sheen to this product. So here we go, we'll go back over. Remember, you can always add more if you don't get the desired effect the first time around. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that one. Apply with light pressure with a paper towel, making sure you leave open spaces and in a random pattern. I think we've achieved that one. Then with a small brush we're going to follow the grain lines that we've just created, making a darker wood with the mercury glass. Okay, so I think I'm going to work directly from the bottle with this time. And I've got my paintbrush ready and I'm going to dip into the bottle and I'm just going to draw down some lines. Nothing perfect because wood's not perfect. No straight lines. We'll have a few little knotty bits in here, and I think I'd like some texture as well, so I'm going to do some quite big dollops in places because I know this product is going to move and it's going to expand once we heat it, so we can create some dimension, some texture on there. I think that just about does that for the lines. We've kept that quite random. So I'm going to give the brush a quick wash, make sure the lid's back on because I am notoriously clumsy with products. So pop that to one side. And then while it's still wet, we're going to apply 3 full sprays of the Boardwalk, leaving some areas open with no paint to help create a more natural finish. So with the Boardwalk, which is this colour, and this is a Glimmer Mist, I'm going to give it a quick shake, make sure there's nothing at the bottom, all that mica is mixed in, and we are going to go 3 sprays. 1, 2, 3. I think I'd like a little bit more. That was a very small spray, that first one. There we go. So I've gone for 5. I'm greedy. I love the sparkle of the Glimmer Mist. So I'll give the desk a quick wipe. And we'll pop that back. And now what do we do? I think we'll dry it at this point. And let's see if we can get some texture on there. How gorgeous is that pooling? I love trying out all the different techniques that we have at Tattered Angels. There are some amazing products on the range, and I love the fact that these kits are put together for us so you get enough to make several projects out of, rather than having to buy the full size products for each thing. And we're drying now. Can you see the texture as it's drying with the bubbles? I actually quite like that. If you didn't want quite so much texture, you could actually leave it to dry naturally, which I'm quite sure it would do. Oh gosh, look at that, it's lovely. it would dry quite quickly in the heat wave we're having over here at the moment. We waited a long time for our summer. In fact, we waited a long time for spring to arrive here in the UK. It just seemed to be a very, very long winter. Okay, so I've now got to resist the temptation of popping my fingers in there to see if it's dry. I'll just give that a little bit of a blast, those pools. Oh, those are nice. So we've got quite a bit of texture going on there. So the next step, we're going to go on and we're going to use the ivory. We're going to apply a heavy coat to the entire project. Okay, so we're going to give it a shake. And we're going to just wipe around the lid a little bit of the leakage in there. And we're going to give it a good coat of paint. And you see how this is knocking back the colour? Oh, I like that. Yes, I like the effect of that one. So what I carefully do is just lift the project up, have a quick wipe round. I'm not normally this tidy, only when I have visitors to the craft room. So we're then going to dry it. Before adding a little of the cardboard. I really like that as it is. I'm quite tempted to leave it just like that. That's a fabulous effect. It really does look like the bark of a birch tree. We'll follow all the instructions and we'll finish off. So we'll add 2 sprays, separate areas, leaving a large portion of your project unmisted with the cardboard. So this will add depth and it'll give your project a more realistic look. So let's see if we can get this on. Oh, let's pull that back up. Okay, so we've got that far. Quick wipe round of the table and we'll dry that one again. Now I think that's an absolutely fabulous effect. Of course, once you've played with it, you can carry on playing and try different ways of creating the background. I quite like this one and I'm quite pleased with that for a first time. So let's turn the heat gun off because it's far too warm in here for that. I now have a background that's ready to go. A quick wipe of the desk and we're ready. The pad I'm going to be using is called Gypsy Moments. It's from the Architectures range and it's full of some fabulous designs from doors, weathered wood, the gypsies of course are all in there, tin tiles, and there's some fabulous images in there. I've chosen one of a gypsy and she's set within a frame. I've cut her out, taken her out of the centre, and that's what I'm going to use. Now all my scraps I can't bear to part with, and I've now made a conscious decision that at the end of every project I'm going to do something with my scraps. So anything big enough to go through the punch for the bunting became bunting. So I've now got a plan. I'm going to have bunting across the corner here, and I'm going to incorporate my gypsy onto my little washing line because I think she'll look fabulous up there. I'm going to give her a real peg. I know I left the peg on originally, but I think she deserves a real peg as well, and we'll cross that over. Yeah, I think that's quite cool actually. Let's stick that together. And how quick is that for a project? Scrappy leftovers. Some are going to lie flat and some will pop on. Actually, that's a good idea. Talk about on the hoof, let's do foam pads on some. So put a nice big foam pad on the back. And that will raise that one up. We will have that one flat across the back. And we're just going to pile these up randomly. Not thinking about it. Totally random. We're just going to pull bunting off the pile. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, pop that one behind. Yeah, we'll put that one behind her. Oh, look at this on the other side. Change of plan. How can we put him behind? He's got to stay. So we will have, let's have some writing. And I love the fact with these pads, because they're double-sided papers, you do get choice. And the fact that you're doing these randomly with all your scraps means that you always get something different every time, but they all coordinate. I like to get my value for money. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a couple of pads on the back. I always tend to use the black ones as well. They tend to disappear into the background a little bit more. And I never throw anything away. I'll always use the waste. Okay, so we'll take the back off those. We'll pop her onto our little bunting line. I love that. It looks like it's an old broken peg, and it's not. And then, shall we have a saying, or shall we just leave her as is? No, I think she needs something down at the bottom just to finish her off. So I think we're going to go with that, and we'll pop that on flat. So there you have it. How long did that take? 10 minutes. And we have a fabulous, fabulous project. Gosh, I love these papers. And I'll definitely be using this kit again. These are absolutely fabulous. So this is the fine wood system from Tattered Angels. I hope you have fun and try it out for yourselves. I'm going to be playing with this now. I think I might find a couple more new canvases to practice on. Thanks for joining me. Bye.